Hey guys, welcome to the Daily Smash for Monday, August 7th, 2023. I'm Rick.
I'm Kelly.
Coming up, we're going to have an update on the quiet woman controversy, what we've learned about Julius and Shannon. Also, highlights of the U.S. Open Surfing Championship in Huntington Beach that we went to today. Beautiful bike ride.
Beautiful bike ride.
I got a little sunburned.
I got a little tan myself.
Oh, yeah. But first, I want to mention that it is our YouTube channel's birthday.
Happy birthday!
The Rick and Kelly Show channel is 2 years old.
We started it earlier. We haven't been doing this for 2 years.
That's right. So we have a total of 6.4 million views, but most of them, about 5 million in the last year.
Uh-huh.
But
because we didn't really start the channel.
Yeah, we didn't really start posting a lot.
Yeah.
Oh, cheers to that. Happy birthday.
Thank you, Ilya Wine.
Thank you, Ilya, for sponsoring the Daily Smash. This is a fantastic Spanish wine. You got to try it.
Yes.
We wouldn't tell you if we didn't love it. And they were in short supply, but they are restocked. So your order will be filled very, very quickly. And you can get it for 20% off, delivered right to your door using the discount code RickandKelly20 at Ilya.com.
A product of España.
Oh. We want to go visit them next year.
Yes. We're going to Europe next year for a month. I want to have a good time. I'm excited for that.
Me too. Me too. I got a lot of planning to do.
Yes.
We have a lot of planning to do.
We do.
But I did want to mention, beyond the amazing support we've had on YouTube, we've also had to deal with censorship.
Big time.
They took our show down last week, our recap of the Housewife, because we included a clip with it where on Watch What Happens Live where they were talking about Kelly, and we had 1,000 comments.
Well, they were all negative towards NBC and Bravo. I think that's why they shut it down. I think that's why NBC and because they were getting totally like 1,000 comments, all negative.
We had like 16,000 views in 12 hours.
We've done these before where we put courtesy of Bravo. I mean, we give credit to them.
Yes.
And never have they ever shut us down. Right.
But in this case, because there was a wave of negativity toward Bravo and NBC Universal for the stuff that was said about Kelly on that show, everyone was upset about it, and they shut it down. So they yanked the show off of YouTube, and we stopped making money on it right away. So it's like they're going to keep messing with us like that. That's why we are most likely going to move to another platform, and it will be subscription.
Oh, I thought you said we were going to go on that junket. Bethany Frankel.
Oh, sign up to join a lawsuit?
Sign up to join the lawsuit.
Maybe, but more importantly, for our purposes.
So the fruit flies.
For our purposes, I think it's time we have to move to a subscription-based channel. But you're going to get incredible value for your dollar because we're going to keep posting every single day. So if it's $10 a month, it's costing you like 30 cents a day for this and other shows.
Yeah. I mean, it's just... the censorship is out of control on this platform. It's insane.
It's really frustrating too because I work really hard on the shows and I put quality content in there, and then for this random nonsense they remove it and I have to re-edit the show and re-upload it.
Yeah.
And start all over again.
Yep.
So anyway, that's happening. What a great weekend
we had. A fantastic weekend. Don't you just love living here?
I love living here. I love living here. Saturday, we had Eden, Alpert, and Brian, her husband, come and stay with us. And right after they got here, at noon.
No, you did a live shot, and I ran to Trader Joe's.
Yes.
And picked up flowers.
I was live on Newsmax on Saturday morning.
And cheese, a charcuterie board that I put together.
A remarkable charcuterie board, not knowing that we were going to have this wave of people. I didn't know we were going to have all these people show up.
I didn't know. I had no idea.
So Eden and Brian get here. She's got this, charcuterie board out and the veggies.
Because they said they were starving, and I don't I don't like it to
and then
have people come over and then be hungry.
And then Jay and a couple other people showed up, and then another couple people showed up, and then I'm looking outside, and
what made you look outside?
I'm not sure. I might have been showing the view to someone. I was giving tours.
No, we had this guy Lee come over. We had. Are we going to talk about Shannon Ardros.
Maybe.
I really want to talk about that.
But
really,
Vicky,
really bad. I'm so sick of people disparaging me, and I am not going to put up with it any longer.
Okay.
So
good.
I'm going to talk about what happened this weekend with that too.
But then VICKI GUNVALSON shows up unannounced with her boyfriend Mike.
Mike is a good friend of mine. He's been my friend since I moved here, and I hooked Vicky up with Mike.
Yeah.
And Matchmaker. And he lives here by Lido. His house is a 2 bedrooms, too small, she said, for her. He doesn't want to move to Kodo. She loves Kodo, but he's like, I don't, my people, my lifestyle, everything is too far. He's like, Vicky, he's like, I like Kodo. He goes, I like the lifestyle there. He goes, I like the golf club. I like the country club. I like it over there. He said, but my people aren't there. And he goes, and she travels so much. He was like, I would be lost over there.
He's like, I don't want to be alone.
I don't want to be alone
when she's gone.
when she's
in
gone.
Kodo.
Yeah.
He asked me what we paid for this place. He's thinking about getting a bigger place than his for the 2 of them. But they just showed up on their bikes, and so they come in, and then there's like a dozen people here out of nowhere.
She comes in with an electric bike, and those electric bikes are heavy. Like, I had stitches. I fell off of mine. Running into a curb, and was not drinking. So she wasn't drinking either. I gave her a Fresca, and we were going to go drive down and get our famous clam chowder from the Flying Fish that we eat at.
Wait, before you get to that, tell them what Jolie said when all these people were in there.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, just people start trickling in. Carl and Daryl.
Yeah.
So you see somebody's probably honking at us to come outside and see if we're home. I swear, it's like the dewdrop in over here. And then Daryl and Carl came.
Yeah.
Jay came and his girlfriend. Vicky and Mike.
Yeah.
Eden and whatever. And all of a sudden, so I go to show people's
Jolie's
room, because her room is pretty badass. And Julie goes, Mommy, what is happening out there? Are we having a party?
Apparently, so yes. Out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere.
So then we did go to Flying Fish.
And Vicky, when she goes, she is hilarious, okay? Like, I have such a good time with her. She is hysterical, okay? I just can't put it into words. So we go, she was like this, I made it without getting an accident. And the bike is heavy. Like, I've done that. And when she put her leg over to get off the bike, it was like slow-mo. It was like, ooh. Like.
Meanwhile, I had been leading the pack, and then I fell back, and I
don't know what happened.
I stopped because I thought Eden and Brian were behind me and didn't know where we were going. So right before you guys got there and she fell, I had stopped the bike and was waiting for them, thinking they were behind me when they were ahead of us the whole time. So then I called Brian to find out if he was behind or in front. He goes, "Oh, I'm here. Where are you?" And I missed the whole thing. But we have video of documenting the ride and the aftermath of the fall.
Oh shit, go right! Vicky! Ah! Oh my god! Ah! Oh my god, Vicky! Vicky! Oh my god, Vicky! Oh my god! You're not even drinking.
No.
Oh my god.
My butt. I said no accident.
Oh my god. Oh my god. Right?
Where's Rick?
Where is Rick? Oh my god, are you okay?
Honey, that's why it's a girl bike. You step off the seat and you go on your feet.
I was so upset when I got there, and I was like, how did I miss that? But I love that you were on the thing going, where's Rick?
Yeah.
You missed me.
Well, I was laughing. I'm sorry, but when people fall, I laugh. I know it's terrible. It's a terrible thing. But I'm not perfect.
I thanked Vicky like 3 times for standing up for you.
I know.
So
we have news. Tell her what she said.
Well, you know, there was all the speculation. Well, because Julius said after the incident on Watch What Happens Live, when he claimed that you were his least favorite housewife customer because you were needed so much attention, which was nonsense. Then Vicky sent you a video of her and him, and he said, "Oh, I didn't mean it. It was in the prompter." So
Andy Cohen texted me later that night after, like 2 days later, and he's like, I saw your video. He said there was no teleprompter, and then Vicky said Julius lied.
So it wasn't
Orange Julius. She's like, he was so orange and whatever. And
I have some comments coming up from people who are just appalled that he would say that about you.
I know.
Like, even if he believed it, you don't say that about a customer, especially a great customer.
I've been going there since Julie was born. Like, I know the staff. I know Lynn. And Lynn hasn't called me. I'm shocked. I'm shocked about this. Like, I'm shocked. Really.
Well, so Shannon seemed gleeful. We don't know if she put him up to it or not.
Well, she goes, "You need to call Kelly." She goes, "Did she call you?" And I go, "No, she won't." And she goes, I go, "That's how she is. She will, unless it's like for her benefit, because she's so selfish, then she will call me, okay? Then she will. But to have a conversation or anything like that," I told her what happened about the whole John situation, why she's mad at me.
Yeah.
And she said, "That's not any reason for it." She was like, "I'm friends with you and you call me a pig." And I go, "Vicky," I called you a pig because you backstabbed me. You didn't have my back. I had all those freaking wackos on me, trying to get me drunk, having a plot to like take me down, and you didn't have my back. And I know you didn't like that. You told me that you hated that Slade said that about you. So I don't think you look like a pig. I just said it because I knew it hurt your feelings. But we got over it.
But there you go. They got over it, and you guys are great friends.
Yes.
She was willing to forgive and forget.
So anyway, her boyfriend Mike, my friend Smith, goes, "I'm not. If she's on that show next year, he's like, I'm not going to be on it." He's like, I don't want any part of that.
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Well, they try to make you be on it." And he's like, "I just don't like the cameras. I don't want to be on it." He's like, I don't want to be on it."
I said you were on. I saw you on the show. He goes, "Yeah, just a picture though." He goes, "Here's my picture. That's it. I'm not doing any shoots. I'm not sitting down for interviews. I'm not doing any of it."
Yeah.
And
then we were talking about how Eddie goes under the radar for all these years.
Yeah.
And how, she was like, she thought the same thing about Gina too. Like, why is this chick on here?
Uh-huh.
You know?
We had a great time with them. And then we all Ubered over to
Gene Kirchie's house. Dean and Gina, my friends.
Dean and Gina's
our
house.
friends.
Yeah.
Our couple friends. They're cool.
Played a little pool, and then we Ubered to Irvine, and we had a nice dinner, and then we went to Heather McDonald's show, which was really fun and entertaining. Didn't you think?
Yes. Did you think that Don Frisco's was good? Was it Don Frisco's?
Del Frisco's.
Oh, Del Frisco's.
Yeah. I didn't think it was as good as the one in New York, but I couldn't eat steak because of my gum situation.
I thought the steak was pretty good.
It was?
Yeah.
The fish was good.
The fish was.
And the crab cake was delicious.
Yes, I thought it was good.
Yeah, so I would say overall,
There was nobody in there. I was shocked.
I know, and we couldn't get a table with Little Sisters.
Yeah, my favorite restaurant's Little Sisters in the Irvine Spectrum.
Yeah.
That they didn't have.
But we had a great time at the show, and then we talked to Heather after the show, and then I did a magic trick outside. You remember that? Mm-hmm. I have a video of it, my magic trick. My one and only magic trick.
Oh, God. Well, then better do it.
Make it important.
Cigarette's going to disappear.
Okay.
Go.
Boom! Where'd it go? It's gone.
Holy shit!
There it is!
Oh my God! What the fuck? Oh my God! How did that happen?
Oh, God. Well, then better do it.
Make it important.
Cigarette's going to disappear.
Okay.
Go.
Boom! Where'd it go? It's gone.
Holy shit!
There it is!
Oh my God!
Pretty impressive, huh?
So funny because, like, Gina, when we get together, we'll have a one cigarette, like after we drink or whatever. Like later when we talk upstairs in her house, she had Marlboros, and Rick goes, "Oh my God, I have a magic trick." Like this, but somebody else was like smoking on one of our other friends was on a vape, and Rick goes, "Do you know that vape is worse than just having one cigarette?"
Yeah, it's like 10 times worse or something like that. It's really bad for you. It is.
The vapes.
The vape's really
And
bad.
the cigarettes are bad too, but
for whatever reason, the vape was worse, a lot worse. But I was very proud of myself because I hadn't done that trick in a long time.
I
never had.
The vapes are bad because they're like a pacifier. People, do you see people like this?
They're sucking on it all the time.
Yeah, they always have it like this.
Yeah.
It's like a pacifier. It looks like.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, and then so today we took that long bike ride to Huntington.
I've never seen so many tattoos in my life like there is in Huntington Beach.
We went to the.
I mean, everybody is tatted up in that.
Some
that town.
people are completely tatted up.
No, this girl had her whole
body.
Her whole body, even her butt. She had a G-string on. Her butt was
inked.
And
she had a young daughter with her.
I wouldn't mind having my butt inked up. Then you wouldn't see all those little.
Your butt's amazing.
Cellulite.
So we went there for the U.S. Open Surf Championships, and it was really cool. It's a cool event, but it's also a little boring because they put two surfers out there and they're waiting for waves, and if there's a break in the action, because sometimes it's minutes between decent waves, everyone's just standing there waiting, and they're on their boards waiting, and it's just like nothing, right?
Yeah.
But whatever, it was fun.
I liked it.
I liked it.
It's relaxing.
Yeah, that's what I said to you on our way there.
If I would set up shop at the beach with my little umbrella and some chairs,
yeah,
it would be
really cool.
Really cool.
I mean, we went up on the pier and we shot video from the pier, and here's some highlights.
What's up, baby?
What's up?
The heat is winding down this final down to 30 seconds.
And there you go, right there, the boys are all together coming in. And it was last year's rematch, and this time getting it on. Connie Ellen Stewart is your champion.
Higher seed, they're going to start off and skip that opening round. So time on the clock, just a little over 27 minutes remaining in this 35-minute final.
Having a look here, surfer with priority, Sally Fitzgibbons. Nice opening turn off the top. Quickly an unbelievable career thus far. She's not done yet. We'll talk more about that in a moment. This young lady, her career is just starting. Sawyer Lindblad up through the lip. Next section with some precision straight up. Great surfer right there, Sawyer Lindblad.
07 and keeping it right here. So here we go, Sally, 5-4-hand, right off the bottom. Nice pocket turn right there, and then goes and blows the tail for a second.
It was such a beautiful day, just gorgeous.
Oh, today?
Yeah.
I liked it because it was a little overcast.
Yeah.
It wasn't as sunny.
The temperature was right. It actually got a little chilly.
Yeah,
on the
we had
way
to stop
back.
our bikes and put our sweaters on.
Yeah, sweatshirts. Yeah.
I like that.
I do too. And I mean, it's way better than like the desert being 110 right now.
Which he has to go to. And I'm going to take Jolie and Mila out to dinner for Javi's.
Yeah.
We're going to go Javier's.
I got to be there for
the place that I'm wanted at.
Oh, get out of here. Shoo fly. Don't bother me.
So how those fruit flies? They come out all at once. It's weird.
Can I read a couple comments?
Sure.
Lovely Mel's one. Girl, I was livid last night. I honestly never watch What Happens Live anymore, but I did end up watching it because Vicky and Shannon were on. And after the lowball diss, I was like, yeah, no more. How pathetic it was last night that he actually called you out like that. And Andy is a schmuck. Prompter or not, he didn't have to read it. Dude is biting his tongue now because he was probably going to be in hot water for saying that.
Well, there was no prompter. He lied.
Right. Sherry Triller, so disheartening. They continue to bully you, and it's ridiculous. And one race girl said, notice Julia's glance to the side when he said it was on the prompter. Anyone else clock that?
That's a tell.
I did, and I said that to you. I was like, his eyes were shifty. He looked away. He didn't make direct eye contact, and it seemed very clear to me that he wasn't being totally honest.
Did you learn that when you were at Fox, learning tells if someone's lying or not?
Yeah, I mean, I picked it up over the years. That and playing poker, you know, you watch people's eyes and their little idiosyncrasies, their behavior, and it can reveal things.
Is that why they wear glasses?
Yes, that's
wow.
a big reason why people wear sunglasses when they play poker, because people can read their eyes and their expressions. So they hide behind their glasses. Miss K 5751 said, my family owns 2 restaurants and a bakery. I would never say anything about any customers in public. Maybe the quiet woman needs to hire a better manager with professional etiquette 101. Kelly, I'm sorry you always get the backlash. Rick is right. Ridiculous. The audacity of some people never ceases to amaze me. Love you both.
Thank you. I love you too. That's so nice.
Kathy Levesque, Kelly, you look hurt and didn't deserve that. Love your show, and I listen every day, and I think you're a cool girl.
Thanks.
You are a cool girl.
Thank you.
Mimi Love, what kind of manager talks poorly of a regular paying customer? A bad manager. Very unprofessional. I'd never go there after seeing him publicly shaming a patron. I want to go and confront him.
I want to go in there and see what happens with
say,
the camera.
What's up? Missy Fabulous, listening to all the flashbacks of your iconic scenes makes me want to go watch all your old seasons. Those were the days when the Housewives had real drama.
Yeah, real stuff, right?
I said, I agree. When I watched that one from Quiet Woman, when Shannon throws the plate, I was like, no, that is real drama. That is authentic emotion. These are people who do know each other and have a relationship, unlike this current cast.
Then you have Heather Dubrow. If you ever go to my family and go out and speak of it, I will ruin you. And that is not a threat. That is a promise. I was like on the scene of Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
Like so fake, so contrived, such BS. And here's Shannon.
Yeah. Yeah, that was so pathetic last year. So it's another Shannon. Speaking of another Shannon.
Oh yeah. So listen to this. Another person slamming me. Okay. So with Positive Beverage. Okay. I was in business with George Ardros. He ended up dying. And I never got paid to do Positive Beverage. They never paid me. I invested in it with my sweat equity and things like that and getting involved in it. I never got a paycheck.
You promoted it heavily.
I promoted it heavily. It was on the air like crazy.
For 2 seasons.
The amount of... because I was in advertising, the amount of advertising that they got on that show all around the world, I'm stupid, okay? Not to.
Well,
but I wanted it to get big. I was really hoping that the product would do well. Mm-hmm. Now,
I just want to say I went through every episode, counted up the minutes that Kelly promoted it over the course of 2 seasons, because while I was working on helping you get paid to do stuff for them, and it was millions of dollars in free advertising.
It was. So at the time, I was had to move out of the Love Shack on the beach in Corona Del Mar, and George said, I am moving into my big house. I'm renting out my house. And then Rick and I got together. And Jolie really, really wanted to move to the Port Streets because it's very family. There's a lot of kids there. And at the time, she was in 8th grade. Mm-hmm. Now she's going to be a senior. And so I'm like, okay, I don't want to move to the Port Streets because it's very, very sterile. It's just boring over there, okay? It's like Stepford Wives over there.
Great location.
Great location, great place to live.
Especially for families with little kids.
Yes. You don't have to worry about them.
But no
you can
views.
Go out and play. No views. You're kind of like in a ditch.
Tiny lot.
You're tiny little lots.
We had a nice house.
And I didn't like how dark it was in there. But anyway, and I felt like a little like bad juju in there because George lived there and he had like struggles and whatever. So the wife, Shannon, okay, never has ever had a job. She has her master's degree from USC. She's semi-bright, but never really had any experience. Yeah. So he dies, and she takes over, and becomes CEO. Mm-hmm. I dealt with a lot of CEOs. My ex-husband was one for many companies. This chick clearly has no way of knowing anything about business, okay? So my friend, Tony Guilfoyle, is the CEO of Celsius energy drinks. So I'm having him go through the P&Ls and trying to help me do all this stuff. And he's like, he tells me what to do, okay, whatever. So come along. I'm at, it's the middle of, we get into Bristol Farms. There was an end cap there. And you know, I was kind of like...
It's a display at the end of the aisle where they have all the positive beverage.
She was supposed to meet me, this Shannon Ardros was supposed to meet me at the end cap, take a picture of me in front of the end cap, because we got an end cap for Instagram. The girl doesn't show up, okay? And I'm pissed. I'm like, okay, fine, I'm gonna have to take a selfie.
You were there by yourself.
I was there by myself. I took the mask off and did a selfie in front of the end cap and took it, okay? And I'm texting her, where are you? Where are you? No response.
Mm-hmm.
The girl's acts like she's all that, but there's nothing really upstairs, okay? She thinks she's hot stuff because her husband is a billionaire, okay? So she thinks that she's hot stuff because she's got a ton of money. She calls me we eat breakfast at Wilma's, and she starts going off on me, okay? And she's like, and for example, Bristol Farms got really, really mad that you did not wear your mask, which did nothing, by the way. And I go, Bristol Farms got mad at me for taking a selfie and putting it on my Instagram. I go, you were supposed to meet me there at 7 o'clock.
Yeah.
I was there at 6:45.
Mm-hmm.
I waited there until 7:30. You did not answer my call. You did not, this and this and that. She's like, well, are you going to be on next season and this and this and that? I don't think you're going to be on next season because of all this stuff. And I'm like, okay. Go F yourself, okay? I never took a paycheck from you. So, like, okay, maybe one. They gave me, like, one paycheck, okay? Because they did really, really well. We got into Safeway, we got into Pavilions, and we got into Bristol Farms. So they rewarded me little bit, okay?
All right, let's get to the point.
Anyway, the point being is, she gets mad at me. That day, we go to Billy's on the beach. My girlfriend, Ted and Asia, whom own Fletcher Jones Motor Cars, said, we just opened up Billy's.
They also own Billy's, and it had been shut down during the pandemic, and they reopened.
They reopened, and they're like, can you go?
And they asked us to go and post.
And
they
by
wanted
the way,
you to post.
Everybody in Newport Beach stayed open. Everybody from LA was coming here. It was like Florida in California here in Newport Beach at that time.
But it was a great Saturday because everyone could finally go out again to Billy's and hang out, and everyone had their masks on, and we were all having a great day.
So that day, we were all happy to be out in the restaurant, whatever. I remember it was like super spreader event, right? And we're like, we're at a table, and we're like, yeah, super spreader, woo! And like we were like happy.
But someone was taking a video.
Someone was taking video of us, and they sent it to TMZ. How stupid is this? So they didn't like it.
TMZ runs this video and it blows up. It's everywhere. Every outlet saying, Kelly Dodd on camera yelling super spreader.
She's going to kill thousands of people with spreading her COVID, right? And I'm like, so I get home.
It was the next morning.
The next morning, Zach Munchkin, he's the one running it with her, Shannon Ardros. And they go and do this big, huge vendetta against me.
Press release.
Press release. They could get E! News. They get Access Hollywood. They put this huge press thing together that I am fired from Positive Beverage. Okay.
Fired from the job that didn't pay you.
Yeah, fired from the job that I didn't get.
They're no longer associating with Kelly because her
I never got paid.
was so outrageous.
But I did have like 10% of the company, and I'm diluted by now, I'm sure. I don't really care. And one of my things in my contract is I can't disparage the company.
Shannon was at the Whaler, this grand opening of this restaurant.
And the owner was there with his wife, and our friend Larry and Tammy were there.
Yes.
Okay.
So Larry starts talking to Shannon, doesn't know who she is, and she tells him, he asks what she does, and he tells...
She didn't say Shannon Ardros. She just said her, I think she said her maiden name.
Yeah.
Because I don't think the Ardros family wants to be attached to her, because because
they don't like her.
They don't like her.
Allegedly. So Shannon tells Larry that she runs this company called Positive Beverage. And Larry recognizes the name, and he goes, oh, do you know Kelly Leventhal? And she goes, you mean Kelly Dodd? And he goes, yeah. She goes, yeah. She only owns a small
piece of that company.
She's
just a small little piece. She owns just a small little piece. He told her. Go ahead.
She said she used to work for me, or work for the company, but I fired her 3 days after my husband died. And then I kicked her out of my house. Now, first of all, it was 5 months after George died that you guys had that meeting. Not 3 days. It was 5 months later.
I paid her over $300,000. Okay? Over $300,000 in rent.
So
okay? She didn't kick me out of the house. I was never late.
Well, that was the biggest thing to me, is that she was telling someone she just met in a bar that she kicked Kelly and I out of her house, and that's not what happened. We chose to move out when our lease was up because she was raising the rent, and we didn't think it was worth it. And we found this house for less money than we were paying before, for a much better location, an incredible spot here by the beach.
Way more fun.
Way cooler, and we're much happier living here. We didn't get kicked out. We chose to move out. We could have stayed if we wanted to.
And the house is for sale. It's 1806 Port Kimberly Place if you guys want to buy it.
Oh. That was very nice of you. But it's been on the market for at least 5 months now.
Yeah, she could have gotten over $50,000. Like the girl's a complete idiot. But go ahead.
But why would you tell someone you? And then she goes, "Why do you ask?" He goes, "Oh, because I'm very good friends
with them."
And she turned around and walked away.
And so that is disparaging me.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lie. She's saying not truths. Somebody that big is running a company like that. And she's talking complete lies and she was giving me defamatory. She's defamatory.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So the owner was at the winery where the birthday party was, and I go, "Hey, can you get the footage? Because I want to hear it." And he's like, "I can get it for you." You know what? I'm sick of people. You know what? I'm going to start filing lawsuits now. I am. I swear. I am. I'm going to start filing lawsuits.
We're going to put a lawyer on retainer.
Honestly.
My beef was with her and what she said about you and me. Telling lies.
Yeah.
Not okay.
Right.
That's ridiculous.
Right.
Again.
If you guys want to see what she looks like, she looks exactly like Melissa Rivers. That's exactly, but fat.
All right.
Or not fat, she's chubby.
We're at half an hour, so I'm just going to do a really quick in the news. Just a real quick headline in the news.
Okay, in the news.
Just give me a little more enthusiasm.
In the news!
There it is. Monster hunters vow to find fabled creature Nessie during the largest Loch Ness search in 50 years. Mm-hmm. The Loch Ness Center is calling on monster hunters around the world to find the fabled Loch Ness creature Nessie in the largest hunt for the underwater beast in 50 years. They run a tourist attraction by the freshwater loch in the Scottish Highlands. They're doing this from August 26th to 27th.
It looks like a llama.
Looking for Nessie. So, I asked you, do you believe in the Loch Ness Monster?
I said no. I don't.
It's all based on this one picture, which could be a goose. I mean, it could be almost anything.
Yeah, or a swan.
And I'm sorry, but if there was a giant creature there, with all the technology we have today, you don't think that they would have found it? You don't think there'd be another picture of it, video of it? We see video every day of sharks and whales eating each other.
It's the same thing as Sasquatch.
Yeah.
People go on those tours to find Sasquatch.
I mean, come on. Seriously. If that thing was, there was a huge sea creature in this loch, there would be more than one grainy photograph from like 20, 50 years ago, whatever it was. Like, this is ridiculous. 72? Come on. 50 years, and they haven't gotten another picture of it.
Yeah.
I mean, it's dead and gone, first and foremost. If it ever was there in the first place. We hope you appreciate the smash. We hope you'll follow us wherever we go.
Yes.
Because we definitely need your support.
Thank you.
And we appreciate it.
Thank you, guys.
Have a smash-tastic day, everybody.
Bye. Thank you.